And tonight we're gonna go a little bit outside of Nelson. I decided to go for a little road trip. So I went about 40 minutes out of Nelson towards Castlegar. I met with a couple that are invested in lights and lasers and all kind of stuff related to entertainment and music festival or for smaller events like parties. um, they created actually an art installation at the music festival Wicked Woods 2024 last year. Yeah, they had a lot to talk about, and I was super excited to go meet up with them. So check this out. This episode is gonna start now.
What we do here is go back.
I'm here with Teyo and Matt. Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to W.C.A Nelson. So I'd like to start this off with your company, Matt, New Scene Entertainment. Can you start by explaining to us a little bit what is it exactly? What do you specialize in? All of that.
So we do a variety of things in the entertainment industry. Primarily, we focus on sound, lighting, and video services.
Okay.
So the video services involves visuals, presentations, projectors, screens, custom mapping with visuals, art installations with visuals.
Okay.
We also offer lighting solutions for most events.
Okay.
We also do sound services, whether you need speakers rented for a small event or live sound applications where there's a band or a DJ playing. We kind of coordinate all of the technical aspects of events and put it all together and run the show for the event.
Yeah.
So we provide audiovisual services for any event. We customize it to what the client's needs are, and we provide the equipment, we set it up, and we run it for the duration of the show.
Awesome. Why did you decide to start your own business?
Part of it, I think, is because I don't like authority. I like being the one to call the shots and make the decisions. But reason why I started this business was because I just love technology and I love what it can do for an event, how it elevates an event, and just being part of events that can make such an impact on people's lives. It can be very inspiring for people and push them to create positive change in their lives. And that's my main motivation behind working events and doing what I do. But just the business part of it is just I like being able to do what I'm passionate about and being the one in charge of doing that, being able to create my own schedule and
be your own boss a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Do you get thrilled with the energy that comes with the crowd when they see your work? Like, meaning, like, you know, when, well, I don't know if you ever feel that, but let's say like a DJ that's performing in front of a crowd, like he feeds on the energy of the crowd. Do you have that kind of same sensation with your light shows?
Yeah, I definitely do. More so when it's music that I'm also passionate about.
That helps.
But if the crowd is really enjoying it and everyone's having a good time and like they're enjoying the whole aspect of the show, the music, the lights, the everything all together, it definitely I definitely get a bit of energy from that, and it helps push me to keep doing good and yeah.
Awesome. Do you sometimes get feedbacks from people that tells you, man, that was a hell of a light show, like you did a great job there, I was tripping balls?
That actually does happen more frequently now, especially with the events that we do. A lot of people don't necessarily know the amount of work and effort that goes in behind the scenes to create the show. They see the DJ and they know they're playing the music, but they don't know all of the hours and the kilometers of cable and all of the other lights and the programming and the time and the other people that go into creating the whole show. Like it's something like Shambhala, for example. You not only have your sound engineer, you have your lighting tech, you have your VJ, you have a guy running just the lasers, and then everyone else in the background making sure everything runs smoothly. It is truly like a work of art when all of those aspects come together to create the show.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite impressive the amount of people that you need to put up a show like that. It's like you said, it's not just the DJ that's playing music. There's a lot going on around him to create a full-on experience. What would you say is actually the most challenging thing about putting up a show?
Coordinating everyone, being able to delegate things properly.
Yeah.
I sometimes struggle with that because I like being as much of a perfectionist as possible. So when I have to give control for someone to do a certain thing, I want to make sure it's done at least as good as I can do it or better, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the more challenging part, just coordinating all the people, all the pieces.
Yeah, for sure. I totally understand. You have your own vision. How do you think your company stands out from other companies that are similar to yours? Why should somebody like go to your company?
Sorry.
I just had a slap in the background.
I like to, well, I've worked for other companies and I've seen what other companies similar to mine are able to do. And I think I provide a slightly higher quality overall experience from the booking, from essentially every aspect, from the booking to the setup to running the show. I really prioritize taking stress off of the client so they don't have to worry about any of the audiovisual technical aspects of the show. I also try to provide more value than what they're paying for. I try to go above and beyond. A lot of the times when we're doing, say, a festival style show, I have this set of like 10 walkie-talkies that I just offer. I bring it to them and then they can use it for security or for harm reduction or for medical. It's just something that to have that I just offer. I just bring it with me just because I have it. And it's nice to coordinate with the organizer too. If I need something or something's going down, we can easily communicate. And that's just one example too. Like I throw shows of my own once in a while and I have all these different things that I've built up over the years for the shows. And I just sometimes offer them. So like say it's an outdoor festival and they don't have like a whole bunch of signs for garbage, recycling, cigarette butts. So I just have all these stations and things that I already have and are reusable. So I don't mind just bringing them with me. And then I also try to offer extra stuff. So if they need extra hand with like stage design or a little more planning, if they're not familiar with certain things, I try to offer that as well. And just to make things, very stress-free and easygoing for the client. And I've seen other companies that don't always do that. They don't make that extra bit of effort. And that's what really separates me, I think. Yeah,
you make it a little bit more of a personal experience, like human to human, not just business partners, or you know what I mean? Like not just business to a person. I really like that. I appreciate that when I deal with someone and it makes it personal and you almost feel like they're your friends and like you have a good connection. You're not afraid to ask your question. You're not, you just have a good relationship with the person you hired. And I think that's pretty great that you're doing this that way. It's, come on, people, hire him. Like, he sees he's a nice guy.
What we do here is go back.
How many years of training and experience would you say you need to become a professional like you guys?
So it really depends on what you're trying to do. So me being the owner of the business, I have to have well-rounded knowledge in almost all the aspects. And there's still things that I'm learning. So I've only been diving into VJing and visuals specifically for the last 2 years. I'd like to get into high-powered lasers, but that's a whole other thing on its own. So it really depends. Also, if you're doing it as like a freelance, if you're a freelance technician and you're doing it for other companies, maybe once in a while, or if you're with a company doing it full time. So I started off with other companies doing like full time in the summer, and then I mostly just started off with labor, and I showed interest in some of the more technical stuff, and I would learn a little bit. But then when I started my own company, it really depends on like how much equipment you can get, and everything's advancing so quickly. So the technology always changes. There's new stuff coming out all the time, and depending on whether you want to specialize in lighting and sound and video, it varies the amount of time to become like an expert. And again, it's always an industry that's evolving, and you can always keep learning more and getting better. But for myself, I started as a stagehand when I was 13.
What's the best part about putting up a show for you guys?
Seeing people enjoy it. Yeah. Inspiring people with our art, and just helping elevate an event, and just really the main thing is just seeing people enjoy what we've created and hopefully inspire them to do something cool in their lives here. Yeah, for sure.
Same to you, or?
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, that must be like a great feeling to see like you said, like people commenting on your piece of art and all of that and enjoying them, and I don't know, must feel like a little goosebump and like
satisfying going from being an attendee for so long to actually like getting involved and taking that step and getting to see the other side of it. You know?
It's always cool to be in the background like that, like being part of the team. And don't you feel cool too? Like I feel pretty badass myself.
We got a backstage pass. We can go back and meet the artists, and
no, it's cool perk, and you get to meet so many cool people, connect with artists too sometimes, and who knows where that brings you in life. All right, so who can hire your company? Who can ask you guys for services? Like, can it be a little party, like for somebody's at their house, or?
So we go from small to big and pretty much everything in between. If you want to just rent a sound system or a couple lights for a home party or something small, we can provide you with the rental.
Awesome.
If you want us to set up that small rental and run it for the night, we do that as well. Or if you need something on the bigger end, like a multi-day festival where you need like a stage built and designed, you need the sound system set up and ran, full light show, full visuals, everything. We will provide that, set it up, and run that as well. Corporate events, there's meetings, you need a projector with a screen, a couple wireless mics, and a sound system, or rave, or wedding, or pretty much anything that needs audio-visual equipment. We can set it up and run it and coordinate it to suit your unique needs for your event.
Wow, that's amazing. You cover it all. That's great. So what's coming up for you guys next in the 2025 year?
Well, actually, the last couple weeks, I've just started getting a bunch of bookings. So we have 2 shows in February.
Awesome.
One at the start of February. It's a Jungle Gang event. Basically, we're setting up sound and lighting and running that for a show in Nelson. Then at the end of February, we're actually volunteering our services for this one. It's to raise funds for, I think it's called Brandy's in Nelson. I think it's like a shelter where they offer food and drink and a place for homeless to stay, especially when it gets cold. So our friend is heavily involved in there, and she's very special to us. So we're going to be volunteering our sound and lighting services and visuals for that.
Awesome.
And then there's a Disco Fever event in March, also in Nelson. I think April we have a 420 event in Yak where we're doing the visuals and lighting.
Perfect. We'll be there.
Yeah, it's good. And then there's stuff in the summer coming too. But
Blossom Festival in Creston.
Sweet.
Possibly doing that. And then there's the our art installation we're applying for Base Coast too. So we haven't gotten accepted yet. We're hoping to apply this weekend.
Come on, Andrea. Call him back.
But yeah, we're looking forward to potentially doing that. I've never been to Base Coast. It's her favorite festival, and it's her birthday weekend too. So
it's a very special place in my heart.
It is a nice one. Why do you like it so much? All right, so where in the area between here and Nelson would you recommend to go out for an outdoor activity if you had the chance to explore?
So we've just been here for just over a year. And again, I've regretted the amount of time I've been able to put to exploring and doing outdoor fun stuff.
Do you know one?
Because a venue or kind of like
Just
more
outdoor
nature?
activity.
Just an outdoor activity, like a hike or the walk to the grocery store. That's the one you've been doing.
I didn't get to do any hikes this year. I want to check out that water slide.
Yeah, no, for
Oh,
sure.
You throw that one in.
Yeah,
There you
sure.
go.
There's a natural water slide about 10 minutes from where we live that I need to go check out.
There you go, guys. That's the recommendation for the outdoor activity. Do you have a different one?
There's a lot of really nice places out in the Kootenai Pass, like between here and Preston.
Yes.
Like campgrounds, hiking trails. And if you're like winter time, like all the skiing and cross country stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
Really
people
nice.
have been recommending the Kootenai Pass.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's a lot of camping areas. There's a lot of riding in the winter, a lot of hiking in the summer. So-
I've never been to it yet, but Boundary Lake, I've heard really good things about that. It's a
Oh.
campground up in Kootenai Pass, apparently.
Okay, never heard of it. Awesome,
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Best food to get in the area.
I love Thor's in Nelson.
Dude, the pizza! It's
When
so
I'm
good.
working in Nelson, there was a week where me and my helper, we would go every day for lunch. And the guy, the main owner, Pizza Mike, I think his name, he would just give us free slices every once in a while because we were there so often.
Right.
The perks of being a regular, but no, I love Thor's pizza.
Dude, free pizza? Fuck, that's awesome.
Thor's is good.
Do you have a preference?
I think for me it would be Sakura sushi. in
Never
Nelson.
tried. I heard a lot of good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go.
Is that the one at the Bloom?
It's the one at the Bloom, right?
Yeah.
It's at
The Savoy?
the Savoy
Yeah.
Hotel. Yeah, Sakura Sushi. All right, last recommendation. What summer event in the area would you recommend to go? It can be all over the Kootenays when I say the.
Wicked Woods, I'd have to say, if you've never checked it out. Definitely.
I mean, it is in the Kootenays. Which one?
Homie Fest is one that I throw. The only reason I wasn't going to say it is because we haven't confirmed the land yet. So
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say exactly where. But it is a very special thing that we throw every year. We usually have, it's a nice, small, intimate one. We usually have between like 150, 250 people.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of local talent, local artists. But yeah, stay tuned for this year because, yeah, we got to confirm some things first. But it's definitely a good one to check out.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you guys. That was it. That was our episode of W.C.A. in Nelson.
What we do here is go back.
Oh.